Hello again, Warhammer fans. So I hope you've had a chance to watch my previous Space Marine collection video. I kind of consider this the part two, so this is actually going to be all the Chaos Space Marines, as well as some demons that I have. Again, I started collecting Space Marines with just a tactical box, and I painted them all in the different chapters, and that led to kind of expanding to getting, a special unit from each chapter. And then I figured, hey, I'm on a roll. I need to go ahead and do some Chaos Space Marines, and around that time, I also had the idea to do my 40K chess set. I'm going to do an updated video on that as well, just because I've made some swaps and stuff to my chessboard, but again, look out for that video sometime in the future. But a lot of the choices I've made for my Chaos Marines, such as, for example, giving a raptor to word bearers, for example. They're not necessarily known for that, but I needed a jetpack model to match my Blood Angel, who works as the knight for my chess set. So again, a lot of these decisions for the models that I'm decided to use come from that. I also have a lot of the Renegade Legions. So those recently came out with rules about a couple years ago, so I've added those. So let's go ahead and break it down. So first up, we've got the Black Legion, of course. So the equivalent of the Ultramarines when it comes to poster boys for Chaos. I've got a decked out Chaos Marine as well. And you'll notice too the shine on that is fairly reflective. So I shared that in my Space Marine video, but that's the Molotov Liquid Chrome. You can get that in a hobby store, and I've kind of done that on a lot of different things, such as like these little blades here, just to give them a little bit of a pop to make it look like they're very sharp. And of course, this Predator here is fully magnetized, so I can take that off. I can swap it out for the door. I can make it a Rhino. I can pop these sponsons off as well. Let's go to the next Legion. So we've got the Night Lords and Iron Warriors. So Night Lords are famous for their raptor tactics, and Iron Warriors, of course, have a prevalence of the Obliterator virus. Now this was just a Chaos Terminator that I've converted, added some extra weapons to, added the little flesh bit, and I did this conversion well before the new Obliterator kit came out, so it's a little shrimpy, but I also use it as a rook in my chess set, so I actually like that it's still that Terminator size. So here we have our Tzeentch Marines, mostly Thousand Suns. So we've got our regular Thousand Suns champion, we've got our Sorcerer on disc, we've got our Terminator, and then of course, not Thousand Suns, but it is a Tzeentch dedicated. And I'm actually really proud of this freehand that I've done on this icon there. But that's the Scourge. So that's one of the Renegade Legions that got rules added. Now we've got some Slaanesh Marines, mostly Noise Marines. We've got a Noise Marine, Emperor's Children, and then we've got the Flawless Host back here. Again, this is the Renegade Marine, and these are part of the Emperor's Children. I decided to do a Terminator Marine for all of the dedicated legions, such as Thousand Suns, Emperor's Children, the Death Guard, and then the World Eaters. Got our Nurgle Marines. So mostly Death Guard with the Purged as the Renegade chapter. Really had a lot of fun painting these guys with the corrosion on their armor. And then the last of our dedicated set of Marines will be of Khorne. We've got mostly World Eaters. And then our Renegade chapter right here is our Brazen Beast. And of course, some of the choices were all rule of cool. I know that Terminators can't have both a power axe and a lightning claw, or if you can, it might not do anything. But I just think that looks really cool. You can't really have Khorne without some axes everywhere. Alpha Legion is probably one of my favorite legions, not only because they have that pseudo we could be good guys thing going on with them, but it was really fun to paint these guys. I actually used a lot of metallic greens and blues to pull off their armor, and then I got that Molotov chrome to do their edging. So they're definitely shiny boys. And I know that Alpha Legion isn't particularly, they're not known for having obliterators, but again, I like this paint scheme so much that when those obliterators came out, I just decided that was the scheme I was going to paint them on. So this last group's a little bit of a miscellaneous group, but we've got our Word Bears. That's the final legion that we have. Just a random cultist, a little demonic familiar here, and then the final two Renegade chapters that currently have rules. So we've got our Red Corsair and our Crimson Slaughter. And I decided to go with the Crimson Slaughter whenever I decided, hey, I need to add a Bike Lord to this list, or to this collection. So I went ahead and just made him Crimson Slaughter, gave him some spikes to trail off the back, popping a wheelie. And my final group of the day are the demons. So we've got our Demon Prince and our Lesser Demons. Got our Bloodletter, Demonette. We've got our Horrors, the Pink Horror, Blue Horror, and a little Brimstone Horror right there. And then, of course, we have our Plague Bears and Nurgling. I had a lot of fun converting these guys because, since my collection was just initially for just one of each, I didn't want to buy a whole box set of 10 of these guys, 10 of those guys, 10 of them, 10 of them. So I was actually able to get just the Chariot riders. So this guy and actually the Plague Bearer were actually the Chariot riders for the Khorne Chariot. Same with these two were the Blue Horrors from the Tzeentch Chariot, and I just added some arms and tentacles to this guy, heavily converted this guy here to become a Plague Bearer. And for the Demon Prince, which is definitely my prized model in this collection, I wanted to give him as close to like the classic, I want to say maybe it was 3rd edition, I think it was before I started playing, with the old metal Demon Prince. I wanted to give him a very similar look to that, but I also wanted to give like a little bit of corrosion, a nice, silvery blade, some fire, red skin, so, he could really be any kind of demon. In fact, I have some icons for him just to make that clear. So if I wanted to make him Slaanesh, for example, I've got this icon, and I put a little magnet right here. So now, You know, he can be Slaanesh Demon Prince, or if I wanted him to be a Tzeentch Demon Prince. And you get the idea. The other cool thing that I like about this guy, so in addition to that mask being pretty cool, and I think that's a mask from the Defiler kit. I'm having a hard time focusing. There we go. But I can actually take this mask off to reveal his face. And all I did was I put a little bit of green stuff in there. I got it wet, and I just pressed it to where it would go up on this ridge here. And so, and I took it out, let it dry. So now it just press fits. No magnets needed. Well, there you go. That's my collection of Chaos Space Marines. I hope you guys enjoy, and stay tuned. I'm going to get that updated chessboard video up a little later, and thank you for watching.